Hello, beautiful creatures. My name is Arthur Silent, and I am going to be taking you through a journey involving emotional and energetic vampires. What are they? Why do they do it? How do I protect myself? Let's get it, right? If I had editing tools, this would be the time where I would but I don't. So let's just begin with the basics, right? So, what is an energy vampire? Have you ever been around somebody in the office or at work or even in your own family and family get-togethers or even at the dinner table just every night where you talk about something and you just feel completely drained afterwards? Hmm. Why does that happen? I'll explain. There's two reasons why that happened. So energy vampires, there are two types. One is passive, one is active. Now, passive energy vampires, which is typically the majority of them, most people actually don't even know that they're taking energy from you, but it feels good. And they may be stuck in a certain pattern of thinking or acting, which is part of their journey they have to break out of, which is, I'm not going to say it's okay, but it's just where they are, right? Nobody's perfect. And it's kind of fun to be imperfect. So, anyhow, I suppose since I'm already on the topic, well, no, let's back up for a second, right? So, most energy vampires go after our first three chakras, which keep us directly rooted in the third dimension, like to Earth. Like our root chakra keeps us very specifically rooted to the planet Earth. Um, so it would be hard to ground like if we went to another planet because we are accustomed to the energy of this planet, right? Our sacral chakra is the seat of our emotions. It's where our life force energy is derived. It is also where our perspectives and opinions come from. And our third chakra is our solar plexus chakra, which is it is our will to do things. So like going to work, taking care of activities, taking the trash out, and you're like, well, it's been sitting there for 2 days. It smells gross. I'm just too tired. That's your third chakra. You're exhausted, right? And also has to do with career and you know finances, all of that stuff. So they'll attach to one or all of these energy points and start siphoning energy off of you, right? So, one second. So, the passive, the passive vampires, right? So, once again, back to the dinner table, right? You ever feel just like drained after like talking to somebody? Like you meet someone and they seem like you're the best thing that's ever happened to them, like ever. Like they just, and then their mood changes or they start talking about something really depressing, and all of a sudden you feel drained after they're done. It's because that charisma they're using was trying to get into the conversation so they could take energy from you, right? And also, so like there's people that make you feel bad for them, people who want you to feel as bad as they do, so like they pull you down to their level. And then like people who make a mountain out of a molehill, or people who help you focus excessively on the bad in life. So these kinds of people, excuse me, so these kinds of people, they definitely they make us feel worse about ourselves. And here's one like explanation as to why. So they are neurons in our brain And this is a physiological response, and everybody experiences it, especially people that like follow world leaders like Donald Trump, or people who are super famous like the Kardashians and stuff. Like everybody has this experience. So we have mirroring neurons in our brain that experience when we are around other people. So the way it works is when we're around other people and they're talking to us and they're explaining and they're giving off like a certain vibe, right? We're picking up, so like we're reading their nonverbal communication style, their tone, right? Did I say body language? So yeah, we're reading like all of the nonverbal communication styles, and we're picking up on it, and then we mirror it back. So that's one reason. This is just, we're empathizing, and with the passive vampires, they may or may not even be taking energy from us. They may just be expressing themselves and us feeling bad for them, is just the pattern that they're used to. Or when we express feeling bad for them, they then take our energy, right? And they don't, a lot of them really don't even know that they're doing it. And that's just the way that it is, I suppose. That's just how the neurons in our brain work. They make us feel what the other person is feeling. And besides this, so let's move on to active, psychic, emotional, energetic vampires, right? So these are the people that are, without a doubt, taking and stealing your energy on purpose, right? And it's not just like they're looking at you and they think about pulling your energy from you, right? No, there's a process. There are books out there, excuse me, that people can read to learn to take energy from others. So how does that happen? They purposefully will take their energy, attach a cord to you, right? A lot of times it's the sacral chakra if they're sexually attracted to you, or if they're looking for life force energy, which gives them a rush. They are unable to generate a lot of the times their own energy. So like their crown chakra is turned off. They're not receiving energy. And some people just do it because they can, right? Some people they're like that. They're predatory. They pick people out of a group and they attach to them and they pull energy off of you. So, how can you stop it, right? Now, first of all, you got to get rid of that cord. So there's different ways you can get rid of a cord. You can think about the cord exploding. So what I do when someone attaches a cord to me is I think about like an ignition, right? So like a fuse, and it's going off to the center and it explodes. That's what I do to get rid of the cord and stop them like in their tracks. Also, if you are not a magician, a mage, or a witch, there are other certain ways that you can stop a cord. I mean, you can be clairsentient, and it's really interesting how far clairsentient like reaches out into the capabilities and just energy manipulation, which is fantastic and cool. Which is why I think it's valid in its own right when you compare it to like clairaudience or clairvoyance, which are also videos that I have made on. So if you haven't seen those, go ahead and check them out, right? So, like if you're religious, what you can do is there's psalms that you can do that will help you get your energy back. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't been Catholic in a long time, but there are also angels that you can call on to help you cut the cord and possibly get your energy back. I mean, there's the Bhagavad Gita, which is the Indian Bible in India, and there's certain gods, goddesses and beings in that religious book that can help you. There's Native Americans, gods and goddesses. There's animal totems you can call on to, right? I mean, there's just a tantamount of resources people can call on to stop this. Or if you're clairsentient and you know someone is taking energy from you, right? You can simply just take your energy back, right? That would probably be a battle of wills if they're clairsentient too. But you can absolutely just, before you break that cord, just take your energy back. Because I've done it. And protection, right? So, protection. After you cut the cord, you can think about a sphere of white light, right? That surrounds you. If you're a crystal child or a rainbow child, or part of the New Age movement, you can get pyrite when you go out to large groups of people. It will close off your energy to even your own guardian angel and spirits that are trying to help you. So like we have a whole team of angels on the other side that are trying to help us with our goals. And familiars can help you. I have to do a video on familiars, but familiars are an entity that are given to you by less typically angels, more commonly demons or gods and goddesses, right? And servitors, you can create a servitors if you're a magician. Of course, that can help you, which is an energetic thought form that you can use to, so you can use them to build a barrier around you, and you can connect them to like the sun, or that's a whole nother video, right? But like they can protect you and your energy is just what I'm saying. Also, if you don't break that cord with the energetic vampire, they can't siphon energy from you from a distance, right? Because our sacral chakra, because that's what just negative cords do, right? But our sacral chakra helps us identify things in our environment that are dangerous and possibly could hurt us, because it's just our emotions, right? So our empathy, our ability to empathize also comes from our sacral chakra, because it's the seat of our emotions. So it is involved in some way when dealing with our surroundings. All right, man, I talked about a lot of stuff, didn't I? I think I'm done. I believe the last thing to say is these types of people, no matter if they think what they're doing is good or not, are a type of parasite. And I know that sounds kind of mean, but if they are getting joy or anything from you in the exchange in a conversation or interaction with them, right? If they are taking something from you from that interaction, that's just what they are. And as unfortunate as it may be, that's just the way that life is. I've seen priests that are that are energetic vampires and they didn't know, right? Walking around shaking everybody's hand, and I get a really weird feeling around them. I refused to shake his hand and I just wanted to stay away from him. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. Also, keep in mind spirits that you may summon by accident on purpose, they may be energy vampires too. And they most typically negative spiritual entities, like with spirit attachments and stuff, they are parasites for sure. Um, Energy in a house, they attach to you as well. They get through your energy, your aura. They get through your energy field. I also have a video on that as well. So check that out if you don't mind. Demons, they can be that I find I have less interactions with demons in the physical realm than I do with just spirits that have amassed a large amount of energy just being in the physical realm and not being able to pass. They just become powerful enough to move things and twist things and throw things and hurt people and scratch people, you know? So they're just really negative entities, and I wouldn't necessarily call them demons. So yeah, that's about all I have for today. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button if you liked the video. And make your boundaries, keep them strong, stay healthy, work out, drink lots of water, good water, purified or spring water, right? And much love and light. Have a good night, right? Yeah.